Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. 1996 Toyota Camry, relatively low miles, 115,000 miles on the odometer, something like that. The owner, it's a new customer to me, new vehicle, never saw it before. The owner was just getting engine oil and filter change at the other shop in the town. They did, I guess, pretty good job. The oil is not leaking. Of course, they didn't use Toyota filter. It's the cheapest one, which cost $4. That's what I do. That's their problem. So she was there. The oil is new, and they gave her a few pointers. They said there is an engine oil leak. They didn't know from where. They said front right marker bulb is bad. So I already replaced that. You just undo this little flip screw and you carefully pull it forward. So there's a new bulb. And the other item was, and this will be the video about, that both reverse lights don't work. So we have a one reverse light here, the second one it's right here, and they say neither of them on this Camry LE, neither of them works. The bulbs are bad. It is completely possible that the bulbs are bad. They didn't check, they just said, hey, you need to replace the bulbs. I'm going to film this because I expect something else. In the case the both of them are out, I suspect something else, and we will see if my gut feeling or training and experience is kicking in correctly, or both bulbs are burned. And it's many things we have to consider. And the reason I have suspicion is basically because I just bought 2016 Mustang, which is patiently waiting for the head gasket job. There's a coolant leak on the number 2. So that will be featured on the Auto Resource YouTube channel. I bought it pretty neglected, dirty, despite the fact inside is absolutely gorgeous, everything is clean. It's a premium package, so it's fully loaded with electronics and so on. There are all these software items on it. And I got it with the big stack of repair orders and repair receipts and so on. And one of them was, right, similarity. We have a trunk there, we have a trunk here, the lid. And it's known and it's famous. The wiring harnesses, which are bringing power to the lights, and in this case it's a backup camera because the lights are here. These wiring harnesses break as the trunk is being closed and open. The wires, or one of the wires that's enough, breaks. And because of that I'm making this video for you guys. I have suspicion that we will not have a bulbs bad, but we will have the wiring harness issue. And again, I'm getting ahead of myself, because what could be wrong? Well, the bulbs, as we said, or the other shop said, hey, it will be bulbs. It can be the fuse for that circuit. It can be also the shifter, reverse shifter switch for back lights. That might be also bad. Or the last one is basically the wiring harness. So let's go and see together what's up. And as you know, always, without any exceptions, first confirm the condition that it's true. So key in the ignition. I will open the car. Key in ignition. You will stay here for a while. Now I will push on the pedal with hand, and I will put this in the reverse. Come on. And we should see the lights on the back, because the ignition is on. Let's see if it's true. And correctly, we don't see anything here. if it's the wiring, possibly wiring. I will leave you here and you watch. Let's watch the whole list. You could see it already. You could see the wire is bad. We will be moving it and it could go on. Oh, this is creepy sound, huh? What is it? Adam's Family? Tuk tuk, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Okay. Now it looks the access is not from here, but from inside. So we may need to remove this whole thing to look at least on one of the bulbs if they are burnt. And this is the wiring harness I'm talking about. If you move this, we could see it in that trunk. So I will skip. Oh, here is opening. Look, this is from the days when Toyota made things easy. There is a little opening for both bulbs, so it should be very easy to look at them. But let's go and look. Let's put this lid in this position for you. I will be playing with this. Yep. Thank you, Mustang. And obviously me paying attention, reading all the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. Come on, it was on Mercedes-Benz vehicles. Look at that. I just move it. We have somewhere wiring harness problem. Now it went on. Can I show you both? Can you be looking on my... Look at it. It randomly now goes on. I'll touch it. It goes off. So there will be basically in this harness somewhere here. And you understand, right? Oh, look. This is a sharp edge right here. And the whole wiring harness is being bent here. And anytime you open it, it made, oh look, by itself. I didn't even manage put my hand there yet. Now we see you. Now we see you. Now we don't see you. So I went after it. There was the old electrician tape on top of this plastic protective sheathing tubing. And as I was pulling it out, I removed it from the hangers. The other one is here. This one just popped off like this. I hope you can see the detail. Yep, this wire. There's nothing to question anymore and study anything else. And as expected, it's that hard bend right here when it's entering the body of the vehicle. I will bet you, looking on the length, it's exactly right here. Here you see the other part. I found it. I fished it out of this plastic protective cover tubing. So I need to connect these two red ones together safely. Have to think about it so it doesn't break in the future again. And put it back in the sheathing, and we will attach it to this so it doesn't happen again. Since this wire cannot be pulled and it's broken between, so I barely can put them together, I will use this Pico wiring accessories butt connector. This one is for 22 to 16 gauge, and that will be my steady, perfect connection for the future. This is how it works. There's basically metal wire in that insulated butt connector, and you expose the ends of the wires, you put it in and then crimp it like this. Here you will be able to see the finished product. That's how it looks. I pulled on both sides of the red wire to make sure it's not loose inside and it will not fall apart. It won't, because by the design that plastic tubing will be holding it together basically, and there will be no pull on these wires. To make that area even stronger, I wrap it in the electrician tape, and now I will insert it back in that plastic tubing. You can see it's all back, the hangers are back, but I did alternate routing for this wire. There is no sharp edge here, the way you saw it, it will continue. It shouldn't get stuck on any luggage here in the future, so let's go and clean up our mess and enjoy the fruits of the labor. It's that old-fashioned antenna. Anytime you put the ignition on and off, it keeps coming up and down. How are we doing here, huh? How are we doing? Is it through that entire motion? Everything is fine? Yeah, look at it. No more these problems. I can close it. The reverse lights are there. I hope many of you will find this video helpful in the future. If you do, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day, my friend.